Welcome back, ACC community. I hope you are as excited as I am to be commencing at ACC this year. It's going to be a year like no other, full of certainties and surprises, ups and downs, disappointments and victories. That's how life goes, isn't it? I know we have a God who loves us and wants only the best, so we can trust Him in all things, even when the circumstances aren't what we thought would happen. Primary school news. I have one word for you: growth. We finished last year with 3 classes and a STEAM room. We will start this year with 5 classes and a combined STEAM music room. Room 1 is going to be a year 1-2 with Miss Morling. Room 2 will have kindy pre-primary with Miss Keysbury. Room 3 will have years 3 and 4 with Mrs. Ingalls on Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays and Fridays, and Mrs. Orbelick on Wednesdays. Room 4 will have year 5-6 with Mrs. Barham and Mrs. Woods-Rogerson. Mrs. Barham, as you remember from last year, teaches English and HASS, and Mrs. Woods-Rogerson teaches science and maths, and then there's a combination of other subjects around. And, of course, our Year 7 class. Year 7 with Mrs. Barham, once again with English and HASS, and Mrs. Woods-Rogerson with some science and maths as well. And Room 6 with music with Mrs. Graveson. And, of course, our art room is going to have Mrs. Orbelick. So we'll be using every spare space, including the kitchen area for the Year 7 food tech, to continue to help each child succeed in whatever God wants them to do. Year 7? Well, construction has commenced to create learning spaces for our Year 7s, and it includes excellent facilities that you've come to expect from ACC. Preparing their timetable, I have made sure that fundamental areas such as English and maths continue to take priority, while all other learning areas are being covered, and there are opportunities to begin specialising in food technology, in woodwork, STEAM through core projects and the arts. I'll talk about the core project later, but that is really exciting. And of course, Year 8, yes, I'm talking about Year 8 already. We are opening up the 2023 Year 8 enrolments early this year. So if you know of any families who would benefit from being part of our ACC community, please let them know. The 2022 referral credit scheme is still available. It has been amended as of the 31st of January, where the referring and referred families receive a credit of $250. Still a great incentive to keep that word of mouth going. And we have that lovely visitor called COVID, particularly the Omicron version. So each state is different, and I will need to wait for the WA government to outline how the commencement of the school year will happen for WA children. There might be similarities with what you're seeing in the news from Victoria, Queensland and New South Wales, but there may not. So the Western Australian Health Department will make their own decisions and guide Western Australian schools. What we are certain of, that we want our children to be safe and to be learning with their friends, just as you want the same thing. So you want them at school as much as possible. We are sure that for every adult working for ACC on our premises is double vaccinated. We have thorough cleaning procedures in place. We are certain that all adults will be wearing masks, including teachers, admin and parents. By the way, teachers can take their masks off if it's interfering with a child understanding them or being able to not hear them properly. So there are times when teachers can take their masks off, but for the most part they will be on. Children do not have to wear masks, but they are welcome to, especially if they feel safer or you feel safer with them being in the classroom where they are in closer contact with their friends. Again, I have not received any directions from the Department of Education, so for now we will assume that Year 7 orientation and meet and greet will go ahead on Friday the 28th of January. We will assume that students will return to school on Monday the 31st of January. We've had no directions from the WA Health Department about close contacts, days of isolation, whether a child needs a doctor's certificate to rejoin, what to communicate if we know if a staff member or a student has tested positive for COVID. So all of these questions, I am so sorry, at this moment in time, I cannot give you that information or that direction, but I will let you know as soon as I know. So we're looking forward to seeing you, seeing the Year 7s at the orientation next Friday morning, and also the K to 6 students in the afternoon during the meet and greet. Until then, I'll say bye and God bless. Oh,